Man, it's low-key lockdown and we back here with another video today, and we're here to discuss the main event of the UFC Manchester card, which is Belal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards. Yeah, Belal finally got his well-deserved title shot. I'm proud of him, happy for him. He's been asking and begging for years now. But anyways, man, look, bro, this is a very interesting fight. I don't know if, well, a very interesting fight might be a stretch. This is a fight. This is certainly a fight. But man, look, Leon Edwards versus Belal, it happened one time and now it needs to happen again. But this time there needs to be some higher stakes, and there is, and gold is on the line. And with gold on the line, this makes this fight a little bit more interesting and a lot to prove. I feel like this fight, you know what? This is going to be crazy to say, will end in a finish. I feel like just because of the misconception that both of these guys, they suck, they can't finish, and all shit like that, I really feel like this fight will end up in a finish because they're trying to prove something. But man, look, from when we got Leon Edwards coming in at a staggering 6'2", 74 inches of reach. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the 170-pound limit in whatever the fuck he gains, plus that, I'm sure he comes in at almost 200 pounds. Or, well, 200 pounds probably. But, man, Leon, he's been a good champion. He's been pretty dominant so far, beating Kamaru Usman twice, head kicking him to win the belt, and beating him in decision the second time. Then Colby Covington, he's back then he's fought, the likes of Donald Cerrone and RDA and Vicente Luque and shit like that. So, he's got plenty of experience in this, this field right here, man. We got Belal Muhammad. He comes in at 5'11", 72 inches of reach. I don't know how old Belal is, but that don't really have much to do with anything. But yeah, man. Leon Edwards is a Muay Thai sort of kickboxing style striker of a UFC fighter, and he uses his long, lanky limbs and arms to control and manage the distance, and just keep his opponents at the end of all of his combinations, which he throws like in threes and maybe like ones and twos and threes and fours if he starts opening up. But, you won't really see him do too much fucking, just loading up and just going out there and swinging. You won't really see him do too much long, extended combinations. But when he needs to get down there, he can. But he's been fighting nothing but wrestlers, so I don't blame him. He's doing a very, very good job of just, maintaining his distance and maintaining his focus. He's very unemotional, and he's very, very good at just being technical. But, man, look, I'm going to go ahead and get y'all the tea on what could possibly happen in this fight. And it really depends on who does what. If Leon Edwards decides that he wants to go in there and take the center of the octagon, Belal might be in for a long night, because he did that in the last fight. And what I noticed is that when Leon Edwards is able to take the center of the octagon, as a matter of fact, that's what I noticed with most of his fights. If he's able to take the center of the octagon, you've pretty much already lost, because he's going to pick you to pieces. He's going to pick you to pieces because now he has you backing up. He can work you into his power side. He can make you, he's a lot bigger than you, so you're not just going to walk back into him. That's not going to happen. He's longer than you, so you can't just, dart your way in and take the center. And 9 times out of 10, he hits harder than you. So it's danger when he gets in the center of the octagon. He's able to control. He's one of the most technical strikers, so he's going to be able to pick you up to pieces along that, along the octagon side when your back is towards the octagon side. And he's just in the center, controlling the distance and managing the range and cutting you off and creating these angles and all of these kicks and the body kicks and the leg kicks and the 1-2s, the meat and potatoes, and all of his combinations that he likes to let go when he's walking down his opponent. It's just going to be really hard for Belal, because Belal's striking offense, it's not really explosive. It's not really fast. It's not long. He's not good at counter-punching necessarily, but Belal, he's a very busy fighter. He's a very busy fighter, and the thing about Belal in this fight is, how is he going to cross that distance? The distance is going to be the biggest thing for him, because Leon has a lot of leg reach. I know that much. His leg reach is ridiculous. So with that being said, man, Belal's toughest thing for this fight will be, if Leon gets on the front foot, how is Belal going to cross that distance to get that takedown? And if he even gets in there to get a takedown, can he get it? Because Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington seem to have been having a pretty hard time. Not saying that they couldn't get him down. They got him down, but you can't hold him down, it seems like. But at the same time, Belal is very good at top control, and so is Colby. But I don't know, man. We just gonna have to see. Belal really has to come in there and really want this. He has to really come in there and just really throw caution to the wind. Because if he goes in there and he tries to fucking have a technical match with Leon Edwards and like striking, or he tries to wait for Leon Edwards to set himself up to get taken down, it won't work for him because Leon is not going to do that for sure. Matter of fact, Leon has some of the best takedown awareness in the game. He was not going to put himself in a position where he's running into a takedown. You won't see him throw combinations straight into a takedown because he takes his time, throws his combos, keeps his hip back, makes sure that he's still in range for his combos while you're out of range for that takedown. And when you get in there, and if you get in there, you're going to have to eat a knee. He's going to drape over the top of you, or he's going to finish that takedown. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's going to be hard to really do anything with that. And if Belal can't get takedowns in this fight, he loses. That's just what it is. That's just plain and simple. If Belal can't get takedowns in this fight, he loses. He's not going to outstrike Leon Edwards. He don't have none of the physical advantages. He doesn't have the speed, power, or fucking striking advantage in no way, shape, or form. He has a grappling advantage. I feel like he might be able to go out there and try to Habib him. I mean, he's been training with Habib in Islam and et cetera, et cetera. We haven't seen what that is going to do for him yet. Is Habib in his corner? Is he going to have the right advice? Is he going to coach? Because he's going to have to actively hunt for takedowns. He can't depend on Leon to come in there and make mistakes and walk himself into a takedown, because that's not going to happen. Let's be real. Leon's too technical for that. He's too patient. He waits too much, and it's just a lot. Like, it's a lot for Belal to really have to do in this fight. But he's been talking this shit, so I feel like maybe he's getting prepared. Maybe he's going to be able to deal with it, but I just don't know as far as, him being that kind of fighter, how he's going to cross the distance. Let's not say that Belal Muhammad's striking is not good. His striking is very efficient, but he doesn't have no knockout power. He's not very fast. He's not faster than Leon. He's not more technical than Leon. And he moves kind of slow, but he's busy. I can say he's busy. He'll keep putting the pressure on, but that's his best chance. His best chance is to put pressure on, keep trying to try to give himself a chance. He doesn't have a submission game, so that's kind of ass as a wrestler for you not to have a submission game. In a place where you're so dominant, you would think you would try to find more ways to finish the fight from that position, but no. All these wrestlers out here not learning how to do jiu-jitsu, that shit is really pitiful in the UFC. I mean, I fuck with Belal, bro, and I feel like a lot of people talk shit about Belal, and it's a lot of undeserved hate, but I just don't see a reality where he just goes out there and Habibs him. I don't see that happening because Leon is too good for that. Leon's too big for that. Leon is too smart for that. Leon fights a clean, good technical fight all of the time. So maybe this would be a decent matchup, a good matchup, whereas though Belal is able to get some takedowns, but I don't think that he'll be taking him down and smashing his face like how Habib did, unless he has learned something significantly different from what he knows right now. And, usually stuff like that takes years and lots of time for that shit to even happen. Damn, man, I want to see Belal win, but I just don't see how it happens other than maybe him able
loads of control time, which I really don't believe that he will be able to do. But in all seriousness, man, I think Leon Edwards should be able to win this fight. If he does everything like how I'm thinking he's gonna do it, then pretty easily. But if not, man, I feel like Belal can go out there. He could put that pressure on him. He could possibly make Leon make mistakes, but it's going to be very hard. It's going to be a long fight. I don't think that Belal is better than Kamaru Usman or Kobe Covington, so I feel like Belal Muhammad might lose this fight, but he's been hungry. He's thirsty. He wants to win this fight. And with that being said, man, I think that Belal Muhammad loses. But I feel like it's I want to say the chances are 40-60. I think that's 60% favorite for Leon Edwards, 40% favorite for Belal, just because we know that Belal really wants this fight, and we know that he's been training in Dagestan, and we maybe haven't seen the best version of Belal yet. So we're just gonna give him a benefit of the doubt and say 60-40. So with that being said, man, Leon Edwards wins this fight, probably by a finish in the late rounds, probably a kick or a punch, maybe a decision. If he ends a decision, bro, I don't know what to tell us, man. But anyways, man, we out, man. Fuck all that, man. Low-key lockdown is out, and we out.